Here's the hotel elevator. They left the gate open, so I'm gonna go up and I can now see what the control panel. Call it elevator. I'm on the 5th floor, so I think it's at the bottom. So it just stopped and opened up the door. See status lights changing. Okay, I'm gonna go down and press 0 again and do the same thing. I'm such a nerd. Okay, so right there they've got some kind of current transformer, and then unfortunately because of this grating I can't like get a super good look at it, but we've got down at the bottom patch blocks for all their data cords. And then you go up, we've got just some main control boards for all the logic. And then up at the top, they've got DIN rails for relays, fuse blocks. Up above that, they've got a backup battery. They're just little power transformers for all the logic. And then some big power transformers right up at the top right there. And then some kind of drive for the motor. It's a L1000A something. I doubt it's a 1000 amp drive, but probably 3-phase something. And then that's how they've got the cords, and they've got them kind of piped side of the cage, and then they come over to the motor. Big, probably AC gear motor. So there's the motor, the gearbox, and then the pulley, the main drive pulley. I've got a secondary pulley down there. I think that's just a spacer pulley. To just, because the cables are kind of narrow here on the pulley, so that just spreads them out to go down the shaft. Here, I'll show you the limit switch on the thing in a second. We got another pulley there, some kind of controller sense pulley. I really don't know what it's for. Cage is locked, obviously, so I can't let go in it. And then there's their fuse panel. They got just a general switch and outlet. A couple different breakers. All looks like there's a 50 amp 3-phase plug, and a couple other things. Somebody else used it. Oh, you know what? I think that pulley right there is a sense pulley. It looks like it's got magnets on it that go around. You can kind of see them sticking off to the side of the rotor. And then there's a little feeler arm with a counterweight that bounces up on each magnet. I don't know if I can zoom in and see that. But just kind of like, here's the rotor with the magnets sticking out to the side, and then they've got a little counter spring, counterweight that just kind of tick, 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 bounces up off each magnet. And there's some kind of limit switch that detects that. There's that current transformer down at the bottom of the panel again. Warning, blah, 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 blah. And then you can't see it either. There's the manual for that drive unit. It says, it's a Yaskawa 1000A, or sorry, L1000A inverter manual VVVF. So 3-phase variable frequency drive, I guess. 3 V's and then an F, so 3 phases, and then VF for variable frequency inverter drive of some kind. Yeah, big gear motor. Trying to think if there's anything else of importance. You can see the little safety slides with the pins that stick out this way, and you can kind of slide them up and down right there, one on the other side there. That's just to prevent the cables from, if they try and hop out of that groove, then they can't. That pin prevents them. So that prevents like a catastrophic error of if the cable gets loose, it doesn't have tension, from it falling off the wheel, and then, you know, once that happens, if it falls down through the groove down there, and like the whole elevator could just fall and wouldn't be good at all. Here's just one more look at your control cabinet. I heard a, yeah, relay click. Just wondering if somebody else was gonna go. So it's going down again. No, you can't see anything like that. Slow down. Relay click for hitting the limit, another click to open the door, and click to stop the motor that opens the door. So, nice little simple relay config. This is only a 5-floor elevator. Oh, that's my brother. He's kind of a pain. Here's the elevator shaft. It's just a really old elevator, 0 through 5 floors. I'm trying to find serial numbers for anybody who's interested, but I don't really see anything that would indicate the model and make. There's the counterweight. So based off the fact that the counterweight's all the way up here on the 5th floor, yeah, it's elevator's down on the 0th floor of the lobby. One last thing I'll show is this. Right there's the top industrial limit switch. So it's got a little wheel, and then that'll hit something on a lever, and then it'll obviously stop because that switch will trigger, and then it'll trigger all the relay and PLC logic up there. Or actually not PLC, it's really simple control logic. Those things are pretty beefy, so I don't see that switch failing anytime soon. Probably mechanical components that would fail first. And then just that counterweight's just suspended on like a little metal bracket up to the obviously the suspension cables that hold it and pull it out to move up and down. And then if you see right there, and then on the other side over there, there's 2 guide cables that are stationary, probably pre-tensioned, and that thing just slides up and down on those so it doesn't like bang around the cage or whatever. All right, this is a film from a complete controls and mechatronics nerd.